Hey there, guys! This is Pharaoh2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. This is the first episode back since I did that April Fool's thing. Yeah, was it probably a few days ago now or whatever. I apologize if anyone got upset or anything. It was meant to be a joke. Some people were, I don't think really took it well, but regardless, hope everyone had a good day. So now I'm back doing this. We're all good now. In any case, last time we left off, we heard all that crazy stuff. We're trying to investigate, and Athena just really believes that she's the one who killed her own mother. That just can't be right. So let's go ahead and continue. I did a little research. I looked into those special cyclocks you mentioned, Mr. Nick. You did? Well, that's great. I really appreciate it. A red cyclock protects a secret a person is consciously trying to hide. If the person folds under questioning, the lock breaks and the truth comes out. Yep, that's exactly how I got the truth out of Detective Fulbright, Director Cosmos. But a black cyclock protects a secret from the deepest place in a person's heart. A secret that person isn't even consciously aware of. So even they don't know it's there? Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose. For some odd reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself. Okay, so all I have to do is break the cyclocks. Well, according to my research, a black cyclock is like a heavy chain wrapped directly around one's heart. If they are ripped off by force, it could cause permanent damage to a person's soul. In other words, if I'm not careful, I could traumatize Athena for good. Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side? She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden. Alright, but will you be alright by yourself, Mr. Nick? I'm up against Edgeworth. I have to be able to give this trial all my focus and strength. And you can't do that if I'm there. I'll just hold you back. No, that's not it. I just meant I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with Athena. You're the only one who can do it, Pearls. Alright, I'll do it then. Good luck, Mr. Nick. Good. Now that my mind is at ease, I better get ready. I'll just tidy up the evidence and take out what I don't need. It's time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago. Oh god, here we go. We're going up against Edgeworth. It's gonna be amazing. It better be amazing. Oh boy. Defense, prosecution, and judge. There are even people in the gallery. The roof has been completely blown off and the walls have collapsed. But today, this ruin is my battleground. It's kind of interesting to see. As far as the judge, he was like, yeah, I'll do it. Court, or some facsimile thereof, is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes. Facsimile. What the hell was I trying to say?
Not a facsimile, old man. This is a proper, official trial. Take this more seriously. You'll start hearing the bones of the hostages snap.
Please try not to upset Miss Blackwell. I'm begging you. Court is now in session for the very serious and very proper trial of Athena Sykes. This is no trial. It's nothing more than a ridiculous farce.
What did you say?
Edgeworth, did you not hear what I just said to his honor? However, this ridiculous farce is a very important meaning for our legal system. Recall the case of the UR1 incident, in which a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious Dark Age of the law.
I see what you're after. If we can find the real truth behind that case today.
Precisely. The darkness will be dispelled and glory shall be restored to the court system. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sound as if you know something that is truth. I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover for someone else. Ooh, boy, why? That was cover, Pharaoh. Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I'm sorry, Wright, but the situation is what it is, and I must do what I must. The prosecution moves to indict Athena Sykes on the court of murder, on account of murder in the first degree. Isn't it awesome just to see him doing all this? I mean, the same poses and everything. It's like, ah.
Regardless the circumstance, I intend to question the defendant with all I have. For that is a part of my creed.
Then you'd better bring it.
If the two of you are ready. Court is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready.
The prosecution is also ready.
That was so simple, yet so beautiful. Oh, man. This immense tension between us. It's like we're picking up right where we left off. It's my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of false accusations and end this insanity. Did he take off his glasses? Yeah, he did. But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. She's a very promising young lawyer. I know without a doubt that Athena's innocent. But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either. So, do you have any clue on who was responsible for the sabotage? At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy. The true culprit is a spy. It's gonna be hard to convince anyone of that when I barely believe it myself. But I don't have a choice, so I want to save Athena and Blackwell and expose the spy. Now then, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. No need for a Chief Prosecutor, but Your Honor. I'm here as a simple prosecutor. Very well. The opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I've been known of late to give an impressive opening statement myself. In all the trials I've ever seen, only the prosecution gives an opening statement. Oh, of course. You're right. I was just joking. I'm just having a little fun. So he wasn't doing them just out of fear. Interesting. Let's start with a brief overview of the UR1 incident. I don't know what the audio seems like it's kind of like doing it here and there. I apologize. The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago, on October 7th. The victim, psychologist Metis Sykes, or Metis, once again, people were saying they're going back and forth on it. I will pick a pronunciation, stick of it as well. Was killed in a robotics lab on the 4th floor. Athena's mother. Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor at the time, was found guilty of the crime. There were two deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. 1. Blackwell was the only person in the corridor at the lab at the time of the murder. And 2. This photo, which captured the moment of the crime. Very incriminating evidence indeed. It would appear that the only conclusion that Prosecutor Blackwell did indeed.
Are you kidding me? I'm not accepting any conclusion of the kind. This opening statement is over. Now, hurry up and call the witness.
Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedures for these things, you know. Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She is the trial sponsor, after all. Besides, the courtroom is chilly, and sitting for too long can't be good for your back. Oh, well, you are very kind to show such concern. It's the welfare of the elderly. As skilled as ever playing the court puppeteer, I see. The prosecution calls its first witness. A witness who decided to bring forth new testimony after 7 long years. New testimony? And just who is this witness anyway? Yeah, who the hell is he talking about? Oh, Fulbright. That makes sense. Bobby Fulbright's the name! In justice we trust! What are you doing here? Well, I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Miss Aura Blackwell. She says she's too busy, well, with the confining and threatening the hostages and all. That doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in through Clonko.
I'm nothing more than an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you.
Believing her brother innocent, Miss Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. And through her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory. I have here Miss Blackwell's notes on investigation she conducted. And I'll be giving testimony based on these notes. Here I go! There you go, Fulbright. Let's see what you gotta say. Simon isn't a murderer. He was trying to cover for someone. Someone else at the scene at the time where they say Simon committed a murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal our moon rock, then why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone inside. That's why. And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena Sykes. And that's Miss Blackwell's theory. It totally goes in the face of the official ruling, huh? About the case she mentions, there were other rolling cases like that one in the lab. But they're not for traveling. They're apparently for moving parts and equipment. I vaguely remember seeing 3 cases, all different sizes. At the last trial, they thought that prosecutor Blackwell used the case to steal the rock. And they had a perfectly good reason to think that too. You see, there's a security camera in a corridor that leads to a robotics lab. And that camera captured footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with the case. I can see why that footage helped to bring his trial to a quick end. It's very convincing, that's for sure. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, that case, by the way, was later discovered outside the Space Center grounds. Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant Athena Sykes found? She was found on the 5th floor of the Space Center in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident. In addition, it's unknown where Miss Sykes was at the estimated time of death. Miss Sykes was too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give proper testimony, and there was no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been. So what you're saying is Miss Sykes didn't have an alibi? That is what the evidence is saying, yes. I understand the reasoning behind the theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused mother. Are you actually claiming an 11-year-old girl? Of course, the girl had a very strong motive. Well, Dr. Sykes is a psychologist who wrote many papers about speech and emotions. You're aware of Athena Sykes' special ability, aren't you, Your Honor? Are you referring to that therapy thing? Oh, yes, she's done it quite a few times in court. The ability to read emotions from speech and the subject of her mother's research. Well, as long as it benefits society, I don't see any particular problem researching it. I don't like where this is heading. Not one bit. Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments. Prosecutor Edgeworth! Are you seriously suggesting... I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright. No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Miss Sykes felt her only choice was to kill her own mother. Ah! Edgeworth, shut up, man! Order! Order in the court! Oh, what a tragic story. Shut up out there! I'm trying to record an LP! It's because it's beautiful outside today, and just everybody's out there doing the grass. I hardly want to believe it myself. But we must proceed. Mr. Wright, if you could, Detective Fulbright, please refer to the notes. Okay. So, I really don't have no idea where the hell to start here. You know what? Well, first off, I gotta take a look at the court record because it's been actually a little while since I played this game. Cause I've been busy the past few weeks. So I gotta always a good idea before you even start going at this again. Look over the evidence so it's fresh in your mind. So, okay, then this knife. I mean, okay, diagram. Plus, a replica I have one over. Okay. I apologize, this is kind of boring. I'm just kind of going through this real quick, and so you guys can freshen up on it as well. Although, if you guys are watching this back to back, I guess it really doesn't matter. But you know, it's for everybody's sake, I guess. Now, see, there's a couple things here I want to take a look at. You see in this picture, you clearly see the moon rock right there, and the katana, I believe, that was used to kill her. And even this is Dr. Psych's jacket, and you see that slash. So you see, obviously, she was wearing it when she was killed. Crap, no, that's not what I want to do. Here's a 7-year-old photo. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's like any contradictions there at all, but maybe I'm missing something. But that seriously looks like Black Hole carrying out a case. The katana used the murder weapon 7 years ago belonged to the victim. The victim's blood is found only on the blade. Wonder if that means anything. So the photo of the crime, once again. Well, I wonder if there's anything here I can take a look at. Like, I'm wondering. There are the cases again. Like, there's right there. Like, he didn't take them yet, and there's the blood and everything. I'm trying to look at what the hell is on the carts there. That's why I don't really know what the hell it is. It looks like it's all marked up. What else we got? The body. Wait a minute. The jacket's on the floor. The weapon's right there. Huh. Okay. The victim's body was found on the operating table. A katana, the victim's staff jacket, and a cart were found nearby. And that cart, actually, doesn't have the same stuff that was on there before. Okay. What else is there? This is after, once again, you see that the moon rock and one of the cases is gone. Katana's not there as well. Whole capsule. That's there on the right, isn't it? Moon rock was stolen. Whole capsule had been seen on a workbench or rolling cases for moving equipment, a robot charging station, a toolkit on the floor. There's a hanging scroll and Japanese theater mask on the wall. I wonder why they would even mention that. So let me go back to... Was it this photo? No. It's... Shoot. Is it this one? Yep, okay. I think. Okay, whatever. Time of death between 1 and 3, and October 7 causes death, instant death. Instant death due to a stab wound to the chest. Stab wound? That looked like a slash, according to that jacket, but okay. Can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection... What the hell? Detection system. Recognizes people by scanning over a spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Huh. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. Can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. So I'm looking at this, the second or third bullet, where that may come up, where maybe they scanned the wrong person because maybe they had a different ID jacket or a different tag on, whatever. And if they're not registered, they're not going to know who the hell they are. Earring that Dr. Psych said the Athena stone was cut from a real moon rock that was being used for research. Okay, I apologize that took forever, but I just needed to get familiarized with everything, gotta give my thoughts on some stuff, and for you guys as well. So, still don't know if I can actually present evidence in here. I'm trying to cover for someone else who at the scene, someone else at the scene at the time, they say Simon committed a murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, then why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone inside, that's why. The only person small enough to fit inside that case is the insects. Okay, hold on. Why would we press on this? I mean, I thought they didn't. Did they know Athena's whereabouts during that point? But that's just speculation.
Objection!
No, Miss Blackwell. No, but Miss Blackwell has proper grounds for her claims.
Objection!
Then why didn't you say so in the first place?
Objection!
You're really going at it. You're the one who screamed, "Hold it!" and cut me off. Oh, fine, so maybe I jumped the gun by a teeny weeny bit. Now I know what they mean when they say close enough to argue. Moving on. Alright, so I was really out to steal like the minor rolling case. Let's press on that. This rolling case. I suppose you mean the one that existed in the photo with Prosecutor Blackwell in it. But was absent when the crime scene and photos were taken. Yes, that's the one. And Miss Blackwell has drawn a conclusion from these two photos. She has? What is that conclusion? You're the one with her notes. Alright, of course. Reading them now. So, why the rolling case? That's because to hide something, apparently. Athena.
Hold it!
I'm just gonna keep pressing for right now. How do you propose he hit a person inside one of those cases? Have you forgotten that we saw such a thing only the other day? At your own daughter's magic show. She fit a grown person into a small box. Oh yeah! Way to ruin the memory of a good day. A magic show? I wish you would have thought to invite me. Oh, wait, they didn't invite the judge? Or Fulbright? But the judge? Come on, man, he's like family now. Actually, I would have liked to go too. My apologies. I'll invite you both next time. I promise. So, wait a minute. What were we talking about again? Prosecutor Blackwell's using the case to hide someone. And he says, Athena Sykes. Let's press on this as well. But that's nothing more than conjecture. It's hardly the only possibility. Well, in that case, what do you think Prosecutor Blackwell had in that case? I think it was the moon rock.
Objection!
Oh. There were 3 cases at the scene, but Prosecutor Blackwell used the largest one. The moon rock was egg-shaped and only about 8 inches in diameter. It wouldn't have made any sense to use the largest case there to move that rock.
Objection!
Be that as it may, it doesn't prove Miss Sykes was inside. Then let me ask you this. Can you come up with a better theory of what was in the case? Well, Mr. Wright, can you? Yikes. Give the guy some time to think. Well, let's see. Should I try to bluff my way through that, through what could have been in that case? We're known for bluffing, but I have a bad feeling I probably shouldn't bluff, but let's bluff. I know exactly what Prosecutor Black will carry from the scene. I just had to find something else that was missing, right? No sweat. Oh, I'd be very interested in hearing your theory. If it's true, that is. This is a crime scene photo taken after Prosecutor Blackwell left, correct? All you have to do is compare this with this photo of Prosecutor Blackwell to see what's missing. If he took something with him, then it should be in one of those photos. Lady Luck, don't fail me now. Alright then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your theory. What did Prosecutor Blackwell take from the scene of the murder? And the only thing that doesn't show up is, whatever the hell this thing is I mentioned earlier. What? Am I not just looking at it right? It looks like... Actually, but this is it, right? This has to be it. Please notice that there's a robot part on top of the cart in this photo. Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. It looks weirdly bandaged up. Didn't Athena say something like that as well? But the end of it looks like a... weird. Oh, whatever. However, in this photo taken after a crime, the robot part is gone. In other words, this part something was taken from the scene of the crime. You do appear to be right. I don't see it in the second picture. Well, it's just a piece of junk. How important could it be? Is it really just an insignificant robot part? Speaking of which...
What are you looking at? I'm gonna start charging for each glance per eyeball.
Stingy. What happened to the age of free previews? Your Honor, about this robotic part. Doesn't it look like it could be an arm for that robot there? Well, now that you mention it, it does. Doesn't it? But the case is still too big to be practically just for that moon rocket robot arm. But was it really just that one arm that was in there? If it wasn't Athena in the case, then maybe... I believe there's another robot to see that looks just like the one here. Your Honor, is the defense's assertion that it was this other robot that was in this case. But what? I love it. I just noticed it right now. They have like a couple like it look like carrot boxes, you know, just boxes for Klonko to stand on. That's amazing. We can't be certain that part belonged to a robot. Yes, it looks like the arm of the one before us, but it could be something else entirely. Besides, it's wrapped entirely in bandaging, making it difficult to verify what it is.
Objection!
I know for a fact that it is a robot arm. I can even tell which robot it belongs to, just by looking at it. With this information, we can investigate whether it was there at the time or not. But, Mr. Wright, I thought you were more of the technologically illiterate type. When did you become such an expert? I feel somehow abandoned. Not to worry, Your Honor. I still know next to nothing about machines. But I know this piece of evidence proves which robot this arm belonged to. And we'll take a look at that actually next episode, because I feel like I just went way too long today. And a majority of it was me just kind of going over the evidence. I apologize once again. It's been a little while since I've recorded this, and yeah, just it always happens to me. Like when I take some time off from recording, it's the first episode back or first few episodes back. I'm a little but I try my best anyway. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So regardless, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. See you guys later.